So when I was pumping the gas, right away, as soon as I got out the car, I locked the car. Because I know how they do is, because when you get ready to pump your gas, especially if you're not going to get a full tank, you're watching it, if you're getting $15, $20, or $30. So you looking because you don't want it to go over. And a lot of times people don't lock their car, and they're watching, the gas, watching it as it goes, because before you know it, you're at 10, 15, 20, 30, and so people are looking away from the car. And so I locked the car. The car was locked, and I looked because I was just gonna fill it up. And when I looked around, I just saw her walking. She wasn't very close to me, but kind of walking in my direction. And when she noticed, because what she did was she just had her camera up, and then I'm looking right at her, and then it kind of shocked her, and she just held her camera up, and she was walking and just started, walking around like in a circle, holding her camera like she was recording outside. I'm like, what you recording? Ain't not you you on the lot of the gas station, and so she had to put on a big front like she was recording something else. So I just looked at her and I was like, let me go in the car and get my phone and record her. And then she went over there and she sat down. She went and sat down, and everything like that. She was caught, but I'm like, you gotta be careful. Think now, times is hard, you find somebody that, you never know. It could be a police officer or whatever, and they, you gotta be careful, because it could cost you your life out here. Think you're gonna just go in somebody's car and get something and gonna find yourself, laid out on the ground somewhere. So, but she definitely was up to no good. It looked real stupid walking, and I looked, and once she realized I was looking at her, it shook her, and she just held her phone up real stupid and started recording all around. I'm like, and then she went over there and sat down. I'm like, you look real stupid. You look real suspect. Shoot, but we gotta be careful when you're pumping gas. Lock your car. Lock your car, because a lot of times you don't always get a full tank. You may be like, I'm gonna get $15, but still, if you do, or just go lock the car, go and pay for $15, and then that way you can just put it in there and it's gonna stop on its own, and you don't have to watch it, and you can be looking in the direction of the car, or looking all around. So somebody don't come and, try to ease into the car door is unlocked, or else if they want to just come up behind you. And so, yeah, we just have to be careful out here. So I just happened to look around, and then she started acting like she was recording. So I was like, let me take my phone out. See, a lot of people are not paying attention, and you ain't thinking somebody gonna come up and rob you. You ain't thinking that. But it was amazing how she, when I looked, made contact, and then she started holding her phone up like she was acting like she was recording, and she just held her phone up and started looking all around. I'm like, you ain't slick. Like, you ain't that slick. Yeah, that's my daughter. They caught her there. You know, she's pumping gas, and she didn't, you know, that's why whenever I pump my gas, they tell you lock your doors. Because while you pumping the gas, most people are looking away from the car. You know, they're pumping the gas and they're watching so that they don't, you know, especially if they just want $10 or $15, they're trying to make sure that they don't pump over $10 or $15. And the thing is, they leave the car unlocked. You don't think about that. Lock the car. Always lock the car, because you looking away. And so, you know, as soon as I did it, you know, I locked the car. And then when I turned around, she came from nowhere. And and then when she looked, she saw me looking right at her. And then she just started holding the phone up, all, you know, looking around. I'm like, you ain't slick. You know, you ain't slick. You know, and then she started trying to put on this front like she's sightseeing, or you're a tourist or something, and just, you know, putting your phone. I'm like, what is you trying to record? And then have the phone pointing at me. I said, I tell you what, let me get my phone out and record you. You know, yeah, you never know. You know, and they ease up real slick and come and get in the car, and they got my daughter's purse. Yup. Took her nice little purse and all her stuff in there, you know. And she was really, she didn't know if it was at the gas station or Trader Joe's. And I'm like, wait a minute, at Trader Joe's, I'm like, they got a camera and everything. And she said she noticed when she got in, or by the time she got home, the door was not always closed. I said, well, they probably got you at the gas station. So, yeah, you know, you always lock your car, you know, lock the car. I said, man, out here on a Sunday, and I just looking right at her, and then all of a sudden, she was caught, and she started looking real stupid. Got her car, holding her phone up, recording all, looking all around, and had pointed it at me. I'm like, you ain't slick. You not. Let me record you.